Hey, what's going on, everybody? Again, welcome to horrible audio quality. There's really nothing else I can do about it, so we're just going to continue with it. So I said in a video a couple days ago that no iPhone was perfect, but then I actually thought about it, and I actually think that the iPhone SE was pretty much the perfect iPhone that was ever released. Now, the iPhone SE obviously isn't the best iPhone out there, but this is just what I'm saying. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm going to bring up a lot of devices, and all these devices that I'm bringing up are the ones that are still supported by Apple. I mean, if you look at the iPhone 2G or 3G or 4 or whatever, you could argue that those didn't have any problems either, but these are just currently the modern iPhones that are still supported by Apple. So looking back, the iPhone 5S had those problems early on where Touch ID was sporadic. It was one of the first iPhones to bring that up. The mic didn't work on some devices, and sometimes the power button would make rattling noises. I'm not really too sure what was happening with that. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus had bending issues. I'm sure all of you guys heard about that. A few did end up getting touch disease problems, but none of mine had it. The iPhone 6s and 6s Plus had that huge battery problem, which caused Apple to do that whole battery slowdown thing that failed miserably and made Apple look really bad afterwards. The iPhone 7 and 7 Plus had some hissing noise problems, and Apple also changed the screen policy, so if you tried to replace the screen yourself, the entire home button wouldn't work, so you actually had to go into Apple and have them fix it instead of like a third-party person doing it. And even more recent, the iPhone 8 had the problem where the third-party screens wouldn't work properly. Apparently Apple fixed that in the latest update, but it's still really weird that they would do that, and that kind of shows where they're going in the future. Maybe having third-party dealers have no way of making, fixing iPhones or anything, so we're all going to have to go into the Apple Store to do that. And the iPhone 10 had that problem early on where the screen wouldn't work under certain temperatures, which was super weird if you think about it. Now, most of these issues have been fixed, so these things that I stated shouldn't stop you from buying them. But as far as I know, the iPhone SE had none of these problems, and they had no critical hardware issues or anything like that. Now, does that mean this is the best iPhone out there right now that you should buy? Absolutely not. But what it does mean is that from what I know and what I've read, and from my usage of it because I own it, it's the perfect iPhone. There's no problems, no gimmicks, no hardware issues, no nothing, and it probably won't have any other issues either. I mean, this iPhone is kind of subject to battery slowdown, but it really isn't that big of a deal because you can go into the Apple Store and get it fixed. And in my eyes, if a device has no problems upon launch and upon afterwards, it makes it perfect for me in my eyes, honestly. So the iPhone SE was the perfect iPhone that Apple released in the last 5 years, in my opinion. And I think the points that I brought up with it kind of speak volumes too. Now, there's probably other perfect iPhones that you guys might think of. And if you agree with me or disagree with me, please leave that down in the comment section below. I read every single comment, and I really appreciate it. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Hit that subscribe button. That'll mean so much. Again, I want to apologize if the audio quality isn't that great. I'm really trying my best to drown out all the background noise. There's birds chirping and cars honking. India's freaking crazy with traffic and stuff. But definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description as well. That'll mean so much. My second channel, my SoundCloud, all that stuff is down there. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.